What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Football Capital and welcome back to another season of our Fantasy Premier League. Once again, I'm joined with Rami. Welcome back.
Good to be back, man.
Yeah, good to be back for another year, another season.
Season's around the corner.
Season's around the corner. And guys, today's video we're going to be speaking about some of the fixture difficulty ratings for the upcoming fixtures for some of the teams. Also, what players went up in value, down in value. A lot of the players have gone up.
And I've got to tell you, some of the players,
to make now your team.
some of the players they put up and some of the players they put down, it's making life so much harder.
And some of the players have been moved positions.
The value, yeah, that's
so it makes
right.
it a bit harder now to pick some of them players.
The overall value now of players have gone so expensive, it's so difficult.
Yeah, so guys, we're also going to be making another league. Once again, the codes will be on the screen, so make sure you go on and join our league. Once again, we've got our trophy, another trophy this year. Mr. Crazy Go-Go won this trophy last season, so we've got another trophy back this year. Also, we'll be making a head-to-head league as well. So we might make it only a 16, limited teams in there. Might be about 16 players. So get in early. That link will also be on the screen as well, and all the links will be in the description down the bottom. So make sure you go check that out. And also, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And yeah, make sure you like and all that sort of stuff as well. But we'll first go in with the team that's got the best fixtures in the upcoming round, or upcoming five game weeks, is Liverpool. Them and Aston Villa are both on a difficulty rating of 12. Now, Rami, some of the players from Liverpool last season that you had in your team, Robinson, Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, some
absolutely.
of them, gone up massively this year.
Mane, yeah. Oh, unbelievable, man. And it's crazy because I remember there was a difference between Robertson and Alexander-Arnold. I remember Robertson was a bit more expensive than Alexander. Now they've just made life harder. Both on 7 million at the moment. They're like, look, take one of the other, have both, whatever you want to do, but they're both 7 million. Yeah, it's made life. And what's funny is Van Dijk is sitting at 6.5. It goes to show you that the attacking defenders are the ones that are valued higher because people know where to get the points from defensive players. The ones that attack on the flanks.
Yeah, so now it's gonna make it harder if you want a quality backline with Liverpool players, like you're saying with Robinson or Alexander-Arnold. Now, when you look at their front three with Salah, Mane, and Firmino, it's pretty much got to pick one of them.
To
compensate for the defenders. So it makes it a bit tricky. But Liverpool have got Norwich City, so they've just been promoted. They've got them at home in the first round.
Welcome to Norwich versus champions of Europe.
Yeah, champions of Europe. And Liverpool, we haven't lost a game at home in like 2 seasons or something like that. Something ridiculous. Then they got Southampton away. Arsenal is the only tricky one in that next 5.
Well, they are at home.
And then Newcastle. Burnley. Then Newcastle. So they don't got a lot of tricky fixtures. But then again, they haven't really made a lot of signings this season already. So there's still a couple of days left in the transfer window. But
and like the beginning of any season, it's hard to say what's tricky or not. We don't know what teams did pre-season. We don't know what's happened in the training grounds. We don't know what's happening.
That's right.
Behind the scenes. For all you know, teams like Southampton or whatever can come firing out. We don't know.
You also got Aston Villa there on the same difficulty rating. They've been promoted as well, but their first home game is against Tottenham away. So Tottenham at their new stadium with a full season at their new stadium this season. Could be a tricky one for Villa. But then I want to speak about these two next teams, Everton and Bournemouth. Not a bad run for Everton coming into the season with Palace, Watford, Aston Villa, Wolves, and then Bournemouth away there. Some of the players, you had Richarlison last year, Sigurdsson, players like that. We put them players back in our squad. Also, Digne as a great defensive option. Also takes set pieces, free kicks, corners as well. So there's a lot of opportunity for points.
And we saw even the likes of we talk about Bournemouth. You look at Bournemouth now. We saw Fraser, Wilson, and King kill it last
season, and they were cheap options last year.
They were. Wilson now is at 8 million. So that's a thought. You put Wilson in your team, 8 million.
Or you put King for a bit cheaper than
6.5. You save 1.5 million. This is the whole story like last year with Mane and Salah.
Yeah.
You save yourself 2 million there, or do you save yourself 1.5 million putting Wilson for King? Yeah, Wilson, it was a bit more dangerous than King was. Again, it comes down to a lot of the set pieces as well. Who's taking set pieces, who's not.
Yeah, so King made, I think, took a lot more penalties. And
he's 1.5 million cheaper.
So it's very hard to predict with these coming games as well. But like you said, with Fraser as well, there you can't. It's very hard.
It's hard,
Last year, some people had all of them players in your squad. This year, I don't think you can.
Too expensive.
But yeah, there's some great options there from Bournemouth and Everton as well. Some of the teams that have got tricky fixtures, maybe try to stay away from some of their players in the first 5 games. There's one there, Norwich City, like we just spoke about. They're away to Liverpool. Then they have Newcastle, Chelsea, West Ham, and then City. So they got three teams that came in the top 6 last year.
I would have a Chelsea or Newcastle playing your team for the first 5 weeks.
Yeah, look at even Newcastle. Newcastle been struggling. They lost some of their players. Lost Rafa Benitez. How they're gonna kick off their season?
Perez jumped the gun and went to
Leicester City. So that's another great option if you want to pick some Leicester players as well. He'll be a great option there.
Absolutely.
And now Wolves just sit in third bottom there behind Newcastle and Norwich. And they play Man United, Everton and Chelsea, which is their hardest fixtures there. But we do know from last season that against the top teams they did perform. It was the smaller teams, the likes of Leicester and Burnley, that they did struggle against. But then again, you got players like Jimenez.
Absolutely.
He's been killing it again in pre-season.
Yeah.
Also in the Gold Cup for Mexico, he did well as well.
You used to have Doherty as well. You used to have Jota, which, funny enough, Fantasy's now moved him in the striker position.
So he's playing up
so
front.
it's a confusing thing. Yeah, you got Jimenez who dominated up front. Now Jota, who killed it in the midfield, is now playing up front for them. It's hard, man. It's hard to say. It's very tough. I don't know.
It's hard to now pick your players. We're actually struggling to put our team together at the moment because you want all these players in. The prices have gone up on a few players.
Funny enough, out of all the teams in the Premier League this year, Wolves have grown the biggest net. So 11 changes in their team, 9 points up, 2 down, 7 in net. They've made 7 million in net profit they've made in fantasy this year. So, and it's not surprising, because Wolves came in as a promoted team, killed the season, made it in the top 6, was it 7?
I think they came 7th.
7th. For a team getting promoted, everyone would have been really cheap. Killed it this season. Now everyone's gone up in price. So they've netted 7 million. Bournemouth, like we spoke about earlier, with all the players going up in price, they're up to 6.5 in net. And they're the standout teams. After that, it goes to 3 million from Crystal Palace and such and such. But look at the gap there. And we'll put this table up on the screen for you to see the net value in profit, what the clubs have made in fantasy. But that's ridiculous. That's a standard to the other ones. And then you have teams like Man United who have lost the most. Yeah. They've lost 6.5 million in profit in fantasy. Yeah. Like someone like Sanchez has gone down by 3.5 million.
Lukaku has gone down as well.
2.5. They're the 2 most players have gone down, and they're both at United.
I'm pretty sure maybe the Hay has gone down as well.
Crazy, but that's insane.
Season.
That's insane.
Is that some of the players down there who scroll down?
Yeah, so again, price changes. The biggest price changes that went up positively this year was Fraser for Bournemouth, Wilson for Bournemouth, Alexander-Arnold for Liverpool, Mane for Liverpool, Jimenez. They've all gone up by 2. All of them.
Jimenez 2 as well, yeah.
Yeah, all those have gone up by 2.
So they've gone up by 2 million. So that's a big jump, especially if you want some of the other players in your squad as well. But I'm still thinking, I know Man United have dropped in value, like you said, but
then you have someone like
Wan-Bissaka, another great option.
He's gone up by 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5, but I think he's a must in your team. If I was to select my team, he's the first one I put down at 5.5.
Very cheap.
You've got to have him in. Doherty again, he's gone up by 1.5. See, that's
it's made hard. All the players that you had for cheap last year that killed it, now you got to start fresh. Who are the new promoted teams? Do a bit of homework, do a bit of research. Which are the cheap players I can get in now that are going to give me profit in the future? Yeah. And then if we look at the opposite end, really quickly, guys, really quickly. Like I said before, Sanchez, the player that's gone down the most, 3.5. Lukaku, 2.5. And then you look at Kane and Keita, they've gone down 1.5.
Yeah, Harry Kane was most expensive player, was he?
Yeah, one of the most.
13 million he was.
And then Keita gone down 1.5. Yeah, Keita I think didn't.
Look, the bottom three there didn't really play. Sanchez, the majority of the time was injured. No. Lukaku was up and down.
In between 2 managers as well and all that kind of stuff.
Kane was.
But Keita I think didn't meet the expectations that everyone thought he was going to hit. Yeah. I mean, even I thought when Liverpool signed him, I'm like, oh no, this guy's a gun in the midfield. I reckon he might hit in the second season. Yeah. So I really think Keita, to be honest with you, I think that's going to be my secret tip. Someone that has gone down to 1.5 million that everyone thought was going to do really good. Now I think might be a good season for him to step it up. So these are some of the players that have gone up and down. We might put some of these stats on the screen for you guys to see.
But there's some other good options, man. It's very hard with a ball hasn't been kicked yet. We don't know.
No.
As you know, Lampard has come in now to Chelsea. Who's he going to pick? They got a transfer ban. Can't bring anyone else in.
Absolutely.
They're bringing in all the players that were on loan. So you got like Tammy Abraham that's That's with no striker. Chelsea with no striker got rid of Morata. Higuain has gone as well. They didn't extend that loan deal or contract. So they got Tammy Abraham. He's their new number 9. Is he going to perform? He killed it for Aston Villa last season in the Championship. Can he replicate some of the numbers that he had in the Championship in the Premier League? And someone like that could be another good option. We spoke about Greenwood as well a little bit.
4.5 million, 17-year-old, had an unbelievable preseason so far.
He's not going to play every game. He's not going to start every game.
He's a benchy.
But to have someone at 4.5 million on your bench as well, it's not a bad option.
Put it this way, you're sitting back one day, what if Man United have, I don't know, hopefully not, but a striker injured, a striker or two injured, you're thinking, all right, Greenwood might come on for half an hour. 4.5 million worth having.
Yeah.
Funny enough, before we move along to what you're going to speak about, the only player this season that has not changed his value is Skip for Tottenham. Hasn't gone up, hasn't gone down. Otherwise, every single player in the Premier League has gone up and down. Crazy. That's how much they've made it so hard for us to see.
Yeah, it's
unbelievable.
But yeah, look, you definitely must be doing your homework.
This is going to be tough.
There's like a week left before the season starts. And I'm not sure if they're only giving us 2 chips this year.
Yeah.
But there's no the free hits not there.
Yeah, only the bench boost triple captain is there.
The bench boost triple captain.
Yeah, so free hit is not showing as of yet. I don't think. I think maybe it's not showing because it's the first week.
First round. Because there's no wild card there as well. So
what are you going to do? Yeah.
So
look, I think it
might be added, but not too sure. But yeah, guys, it's going to be an interesting season.
Before, I know it's really difficult. Who's your must player for this season to have in your team?
Wan-Bissaka.
He's your must.
He's my must to have in your team. I think Wan-Bissaka. We've seen him
out of any player,
out of anyone, I reckon.
Say,
out of anyone, really, you're gonna look at some of the bigger hitters like Sterling and Aguero.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Can Salah replicate another top goal scoring 3 years
Look,
in a row?
there hasn't been any huge signings in the Premier League yet, which is shocking.
Not yet. But
I haven't seen anyone like massive coming from another league like into the Premier League.
I think in the pre-season, De Bruyne had a outstanding pre-season. So maybe come back into the squad with David Silva saying he's going to leave after this season. So he's got 1 more year at City. So maybe he won't play every single game if De Bruyne comes in as well. So it's going to be hard. And also before we go, I was speaking to you about the VAR situation. Now with VAR coming in, should you be putting in more players that take penalties? Because we saw in the World Cup how there was a lot of penalties given due to VAR. We also read something here that it's not really going to make a difference.
Well, I don't know. Are they going to give assists to the players that get taken out and that win the penalties? I'm not sure how it works out.
But I don't know how it's going to work.
I don't know if they're going to change the rulings. But look, I think VAR will play a role.
I still do think that it will play a role.
I think more penalties.
Yeah.
I think perhaps, but it could work the opposite way. It could be less penalties as well. They could think a penalty was a penalty, have a look at it, and then reverse the decision. So it's hard to say. But look, I do think more important than ever. And I really think it's important every season anyway. Your set piece takers, very important. You look at the likes of Milivojevic.
I think Pogba,
Eriksen
he took the most penalties. I think in the league or something. I think it was.
Like
I think he scored 8 out of the 10 penalties that he had. Milivojevic, when does he ever miss a penalty?
Salah for Liverpool.
Salah as well. So there's a lot of options.
Players to look at.
You've got like Maddison as well that takes free kicks, penalties.
Last year I had Maddison for half a season because of that reason. And it's very important. You pick the players that do take set piece. I think they play a pivotal role, and they're very important to have. I mean, as you can
especially
see.
looking at the fixtures. If we go back, you got like Manchester City with West Ham. The only hard one there is Tottenham, Bournemouth, Brighton, and Norwich. So getting players in like Aguero that might got penalties in him, and also like players like Sterling. Yeah, they're a bit pricey, but. Especially with the run they have, it will be great to get some of their players in. But guys,
so before we talk more, so your pick would be I guess your smaller pick would be Wan-Bissaka, and your big player would be.
I'm going to go with Sterling. I think Sterling. He impressed me last season. I think pre-season as well. He's been doing well. They obviously play against Liverpool in the Community Shield, Charity Shield, whatever they're calling it now, like tomorrow morning. And I think he'll play a big part in that as well. But look, if I go for a budget player, if you want to call it
his budget, let's call it budget.
Wan-Bissaka, and then my big hit, I think, to have Sterling in your team this season. What about for you? What are you thinking?
Look, Sterling for me is obvious. I'm gonna go Mane. Mane for me is the I guess the standout player for me to have this season. I think he's a bit cheaper than
over Salah.
Yeah, look, I think
thing
Mane's a better player than Salah. That's me, but look, that's me. I think Mane is a better player.
But going in as well, you got to remember going into the first round, he did come back from the African Cup of Nations. So is he going to be starting?
Yeah,
the
that's
full,
that's the thing. But I'm talking about throughout the whole
throughout
season.
the season.
I think Mane for me, and I think, funny enough, I'm looking at a few budget players, man. There's a few of them I'm looking in there. You know, obviously the likes of like Jimenez. I think Jimenez is going to be a big thing. But I'm going to go really random here, and I might go someone like Loftus-Cheek for Chelsea. I wonder if he's going to get some time for Chelsea.
I think he might be out for injury. That's the thing.
We'll see.
I think he might have.
But for me, it has to be Jimenez then. Jimenez is my pick.
Yeah, Jimenez has been killing it through pre-season, through the Gold Cup as well. He's been killing it. They did end up winning the whatever cup they played in pre-season.
Yeah.
They beat Manchester City there as well. Guys, let us know in the comments below who's your budget players to put in, and some of your biggest hitters. Who do you think who's one of the a gem, if you want to say, unpredictable gem to put in your squad this season. Also, don't forget to join our league as well. We're going to be giving away prizes.
On the bottom,
we're going to, like
the
we
trophy's
said,
here.
The trophy is here. The winner will get it. There's a new
a medal plate.
We'll
grab your name.
The champion there. And also, guys, we might be giving away a prize for whoever's on top of the table at Christmas as well, so roughly around halfway. So during that Christmas period, whoever's on top, we might give you maybe a FIFA 20. We might give you away maybe
a copy of the PlayStation or Xbox, or I guess
Football Capital merchandise as well.
Not bad, huh?
Away, so whoever's on top of the league. But yeah, don't forget, guys, to join the league. Make sure you follow us on all our social medias as well on Instagram.
Now, guys, this year, the link's below. Walsh has already mentioned it. We're going to limit it to around 100 people again. This year, I mean, if there's going to be inactivity in the group, we want everyone buzzing.
You must be
we want
active,
everyone participating.
active.
If you are inactive in the tournament, I know, come 2-3 weeks in a row, we will be eliminating, filtering out players.
Some people out and getting some people in that are always active. Yeah,
we know last year we capped at 100 really quickly. We had people asking, "Can we join?" And we had it capped. Players that are active want to be a part of it. If you're not active, unfortunately, we're going to have to be, I guess, pushing some more rules in regards to that. But
we'll have to.
Like Butch said, subscribe, hit the link, share to your friends, let everyone know this is going to be bigger than ever. I can guarantee you.
Yeah, and we'll have a lot more videos like we did last season with a lot of videos on budget players. We'll be looking at a lot of statistics in what players you should have in for the next couple of game weeks as well. So throughout the year, we'll definitely be getting out more videos. Guys, thanks again for watching. Share the video, like.
Share the love.
Share the love.
Share the love.
See you next week.